Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Robyn leaves Kody. Final wife walks out and Brown family collapses. Sister Wives Season 20 final. Janelle and Kody want to break all ties, they should get a spiritual divorce. Sister Wives Season 20 is soon coming back on screen. The Brown family will return to action, and we will get to see their chaotic family dynamics. However, this time it will be very different from the previous season. We will see the final showdown for the Kody Pass property, and on top of that, Janelle has decided that she wants nothing to do with Kody anymore. Janelle has already separated from Kody, but now she wants to sever all spiritual ties. After Mary put the idea in her head, we saw her consider the possibility of a spiritual divorce in the previous season. Now, she will finally take control of her life and change things for the better. On the other hand, Mary is also trying out dating, though at first it's awkward. Kody also apologized for his actions in one-on-one conversations with each of his ex-wives. Season 20 appears to be packed with action. The real cause of Janelle's departure from Kody. Kody and Janelle were married for 29 years before Kody started giving Robyn, his fourth wife, more importance. Janelle moved to North Carolina following the breakup to be near her daughter Madison. While there, she focused on building her 164-acre farm and pursuing her dreams. She never wanted the marriage to end, but she had no choice. She explained in Season 19 of Sister Wives that during the pandemic, conflicts with her children, particularly Gabriel and Garrison, fueled the tension. She was pushed to her breaking point by Kody's unwillingness to keep the family together and his emotional distance, whereas Janelle now thrives in the company of her friends, family, and children. Sister Wives, Janelle plans to take spiritual divorce from Kody. For the longest time, Janelle has led a very protective life. She has adhered to her family's guidelines and has not experimented much. Now she is finally willing to change. She is ready to take control of her own life. In the trailer, we saw her admit that she needs to get out and live a little. A friend suggested she change her hair and embrace a new version of herself. We later saw Janelle change her hairstyle and get a makeover. She also had a virtual conversation with Mary about the Kody Pass property and spiritual divorce. She acknowledged to her ex-sister-in-law that she is prepared to proceed with a spiritual divorce from Kody. The duo separated in December 2022, but they never finalized a proper divorce. Janelle previously shared that she doesn't consider herself divorced since they were never legally married. During her virtual conversation with Mary, she said they had talked about the spiritual divorce and that she thinks she is finally ready for it. Mary affirmed to Janelle that she would be of assistance to her throughout the process and gave her full support for the concept. Kody appears to be receiving a second divorce notice. Janelle's current conduct demonstrates that she is prepared to let go of the past and move on with her life. She was also seen having a good time with her friends at a party. Kody Brown gifted Robyn the most expensive painting on their anniversary. Here's the backstory. Kody and Robyn Brown's other little secret has just been revealed to Sister Wives fans. The couple is well known for their significant investments in fine art and opulent goods. Over the years, fans pointed out the couple's multiple investments. When Kody got married to Robyn, he was having financial trouble. The family's life changed dramatically, and it was hard for them to even have a roof over their heads. Kody, on the other hand, always had a lot of money for his favorite wife. He never cut anything from her budget or stopped her from purchasing random things. The reality TV star refused to pay his children's spousal support. Fans are surprised to learn about Kody's massive investment in a painting for Robyn. On their anniversary, he is said to have purchased the most expensive piece of art for his wife. So, what makes it so special? How much does it cost? Kody spotted driving a brand new convertible car. Kody Brown received a lot of criticism for his extravagant lifestyle. He and his wife, Robyn, enjoy spending a lot of money and displaying their wealth. The Sister Wives stars were recently spotted in Arizona by a fan. A Redditor shared a photo of Kody Brown filling the tank of his brand new convertible Benz. While conversing with his children, he was displaying his white car. Ariella and Solomon were in the back seat, while Robyn was in the driver's seat. Kody's refusal to pay child support for his children while displaying yet another opulent vehicle shocked fans. He refused to pay for his daughter, Truly's future, and always claimed that he had no money. Hence, fans laughed at the TLC star's audacity for spending on his dream cars and refusing to spend a penny on his kids. Sister wives, Kody Brown spends whopping amount on a painting for Robyn. Kody Brown's love of shopping has earned him a lot of popularity. He owns a number of valuable assets, including art and expensive jewelry. Robyn, the reality TV star's wife, also enjoys hoarding valuables and pricey American dolls. As a result, a painting was immediately noticed by fans in the most recent season teaser. A Reddit user saw a picture of a painting and wondered if Robyn painted it. As a result, a user learned more about the painting's origins from the artist who made it for the sister-wives couple. In it, Robyn and Kody were sharing a romantic moment in front of their white convertible. The artist, Crystal Brown, named it Love Psalm, which is 36 by 72, oil on linen, private collection. She disclosed that the artwork was the most expensive she had ever created and took months to complete. It was commissioned by the fortunate gentleman on the car for his wife, she wrote. Crystal also revealed that the photo she used as a reference to draw the painting was taken on the day his wife accepted his proposal. With a golden leaf frame, it is a legacy painting. On their anniversary, Kody and Robyn got their first look at the painting. The former wanted to give this to his wife on their anniversary. However, fans were in disbelief to learn that it was the most expensive piece. A lot of viewers also wanted to know how much Kody paid, which could be close to $25,000. The long-teased departure of Robyn Brown, the last legal and spiritual wife standing, is not merely a storyline conclusion, it is the obituary for the entire polygamous experiment the Brown family sold to the world for nearly 2 decades. Robyn's exit is the keystone finally removed, causing the entire crumbling arch of Kody Brown's patriarchal fantasy to buckle into irreparable dust, revealing that the sister wives fairy tale was, in its final act, a tragedy of one man's making, leaving him utterly and completely alone. To understand the seismic weight of Robyn's departure, one must first survey the desolate landscape of the Brown family in the wake of the preceding cataclysms. The once bustling, chaotic, and seemingly united clan is a ghost town. Christine, the heart of the family for over 25 years, was the first to audaciously declare "I'm leaving." Her choice a radical act of self-love that served as a beacon for the others languishing in unhappiness. Janelle, the pragmatic and fiercely independent matriarch, followed, her faith in the celestial principle shattered by Kody's financial neglect and emotional abandonment, particularly of her sons. Even Mary, the first wife who clung for years to the frayed thread of a long-dead marriage, hoping for a scrap of reconciliation, finally mustered the courage to cut it, tired of waiting in the shadows of a porch she was never invited onto. Each departure was a body blow to Kody's ego and the family structure, but the foundational myth, that he and his beloved, chosen soulmate Robyn would weather any storm together, remained intact. Robyn was the prize, the proof that he could be a devoted husband, the relationship that worked when all others failed. Her walking away annihilates that last, fragile myth. It proves that the problem was never the wives as a collective, it was the husband at the center. The genius of the season's narrative, and its most damning indictment of Kody, lies in the slow, painful unraveling of the loyal wife. For years, Robyn was positioned, both by Kody and by her own actions, as the obedient, rule-following ideal who lived the principle correctly. She was the one who never challenged his authority, who demanded her children show him absolute respect, and who seemingly provided the peaceful, submissive home life he craved. Yet, the cracks in this facade began to widen into chasms. We saw a woman increasingly burdened, not blessed, by her singular position. The weight of being Kody's sole emotional support became a crushing load. The man she married was a charismatic, if flawed, patriarch who led a family. The man she was left with was an angry, embittered, and paranoid individual, raging against the world and the wives who disrespected him. The camera captures it in her weary eyes, the dawning realization that the prize she won is a gilded cage. The man who promised to be a hero to multiple women could not even be a decent husband to one when he had her all to himself. Her famous proclamation, "What does the nanny do?" now echoes with tragic irony. The nanny, it turns out, was perhaps the only other person entering the house, a symbol of the profound isolation that came with being the favorite. Kody's own behavior throughout the season is the primary engine for Robyn's exit. His unyielding anger, his blatant favoritism that ultimately trapped Robyn in a gilded prison of her own, and his complete inability to engage in any meaningful self-reflection create an atmosphere devoid of love and saturated with resentment. His constant refrain of being disrespected by his adult children and former wives reveals a man more concerned with authority than connection. He speaks not of losing love, but of losing control. In his